Hello. If everyone please bow your heads, we're just going to go to the Lord in prayer right now. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you've given us, that we were able to wake up refreshed and ready to serve you and to be able to come out here and do what these boys love. I pray that you put your hedge of protection over these boys and this game, that we would have little to no injuries. I pray that they play to the best of their abilities just to glorify you, God, and that we have a great night and that everyone gets home safely whenever they leave. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombers singing air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Southland Field at Big Joe Two-Tone Park. As today we have the Division IV quarterfinal series opener between Covenant Christian and Central Catholic. Seth Thomas alongside of Aaron Artigo. We have something unique today. It's a simulcast between KBZE and KWBJ. Of course, Aaron does over on KWBJ. You hear me on KBZ, but today we're sitting together for the first time. I'm excited. Aaron, hey, look, this is quarterfinal series. It ought to be a great matchup.
Oh, absolutely. These are two good teams, very familiar with each other. They come out of the same district. The district champion and the runner-up playing each other. They played each other earlier in the season, and Covenant Christian did win that ball game. But both teams come in here for the second round of the playoffs, which is the regional round, regional round. And I'm looking for a lot of baseball here today. We got a doubleheader for you, too, by the way. It's not a one game today. We're coming to you twice.
Yeah, we got the game probably about 30 minutes after this one ends. If one team wins both, then this series is over. If not, Game 3 would be Saturday. I think it's 6:30, the first pitch. The winner of that moves on to the state semifinal. So a lot on the line. It's a little windy day. Now the wind is blowing straight out to left field. So if you get a ball up in that jet stream, it's gonna carry. We got two good pitchers today. First of all, Connor Mathern. He has been the dominant pitcher for the Lions this year. Big right-hander, throws hard. For Central Catholic, you got Ty S.J., who's coming off of a three-hitter. Two of them was bunt singles. Only one ball, the number one ranked Opelousas Catholic got it to the outfield. And so he got that game. Central Catholic won it, and they went on to win that series. But this ought to be a great game, a beautiful afternoon for baseball.
Oh, yeah, beautiful weather. Other than the wind, because, you know, we're sitting at a table with a bunch of papers, and we're trying to hold them down in a 15, 20-mile-an-hour wind, like it's blowing out of left field. So right-handed hitters are going to enjoy this win today. Pitchers aren't going to like it very much, but right-handed hitters will, and most of the hitters are right-handed, except this leadoff hitter.
Caleb O'Con stands in for the Eagles. Here's the first pitch inside. Home plate, artificial turf, the box and our surrounding. The rest of the field, though, is natural grass and dirt. Down the lines, 316. Out in the power alleys, 345. Dead center, they don't have a sign of it, but I believe it's about 360. So I think these both teams can reach the fence this afternoon, especially in the left. O'Con with a shot into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Nothing fancy there. Khan just saw it and hit it.
Yeah, it's just fastball on the inside part of the plate, and O'Con just slapped it between the first baseman and the second baseman, and it rose into the right field, and he'll stand on second base with a leadoff single.
You know, Central Cali's been up and down. They've had stretches where they played very well, some stretches where they hadn't played well. They have been on a roll. Against Opelousas Cali, the number one team, they really got the bat on the ball. Gregory Hamer squares the bunt. First pitch is strike one. They're not scared to bunt it. They'll bunt with 2 strikes. And Coach Hidalgo really believes in that bunt with O'Connell on first. Eagles want to get a guy in scoring position early. 0-1 to count, on the Eagles second baseman, Gregory Hamer. Right-handed batter. Here's a throw over to first base. O'Con back safely. Outfield's pretty much straight away, Aaron. Infield, third base, of course, is in, expecting the bunt.
Your center fielder is moving a little bit over. Is that, your center fielder's a little bit to the right field side of it. Of course, not uncommon when you have a big fire baller on the mound, because a lot of time the hitters will be a little bit behind them. So even though you do have a right-handed hitter, and then he might be expecting, too, maybe the batter to try to hit behind the runner. O'Con with a good lead.
Squares the bunt, lays it down the first base line. They'll pick it up, and they'll have to tag him. That's a fair ball. O'Con round second. He'll hit the third. He's caught in the rundown. And O'Con's going to be tagged out. A base running error early by O'Con. The bunt was laid down. The first baseman picks it up, tags out Hamer. O'Con round second, too far. They throw it to second. He breaks for third, get him in a rundown. That's a double play, and that's an early mistake there by the Eagle base runner.
Successful sacrifice bunt, but it's not going to work out.
So here's Ty S.J. with nobody on and 2 outs. Standing in against Mathern. The Eagles have had swings against Mathern here early. Here's the first pitch. Fastball outside, and that's ball 1. So a double play erases O'Con. And, you know, it's a big game, this first game, Aaron. You want to, if you can, you want to win this one and maybe end it in game 2.
Yeah, you like I say, you got the perfect start in the single, but O'Con just overran second base looking to get to third and went too far.
As a swing and a miss by S.J. 2-1 now the count on the Eagle pitcher. Drake Burgess on deck. He would come to the plate if S.J. could keep it going here. Top of the first, just underway. Covenant Christian and Central Catholic. Here's the line and the pitch by Mathern. Ball hit on the ground. Second baseman ranges over, feels it, fires at the first, in time for the out. So after a leadoff single, the Eagles hit into a double play and then a ground out. So for Central Catholic in the first, no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. After a half inning, Central Catholic nothing. Covenant Christian coming to bat.
All right, I'd like to thank some of these high school sponsors, high school baseball and KWBJ and KBZ. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the bridge, Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. The 4th annual Nicholas Boner Foundation Par 3 Golf Tournament Saturday, June the 11th at the St. Mary Golf Club. Call 992-8943 for team or sponsorship information.
State Senator Brett Allen, St. Mary Parish President David Hannegriff, and St. Mary Parish Assessor Jared Longman want to send a big shout out to the Central Catholic Eagles for staying the course this season. You guys have tremendous character and heart. Well, the Eagles got a leadoff single, but they hit into a double play and then a ground out. I guess the good news is they were putting a bat on Mathern. Right. He's had games where he's been dominant. He won that first game matchup against St. Mary's 10-0 there.
Yeah, a good heads-up play. I tell you what, it's just the first half inning, all right? But that was some solid defense played by Covenant Christian in that heads-up play by the first baseman, fielding the bunt right on the line, but it looked like he was going to stay fair, made the field there, got the tag, heads-up play to get the guy caught in a rundown, and then the second baseman played a nice play to his left. And he did something I just don't see a lot in high school or anywhere anymore. He fielded that ground ball with 2 hands.
Exactly.
Now, you know, in your day, if you didn't, you heard about it. But today, you don't see a lot of ground balls, or fly balls for that matter, fielded with 2 hands on the glove. But a good job by the second baseman, and that was Hayden Scott.
Peyton Trosclair, the third baseman, number 27, will lead it off. He bats from the right side, facing Ty S.J. First pitch, strike one. Burgess at first, Hamer the second baseman, O'Connor at short, Nini handles third in the outfield. Left to right, Cordero, Wiggins, and Tomplay. Behind the plate, Tate Fontenot. Another fastball in there for a strike. S.J. quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. S.J. will work quick. He likes to get the ball and get it up there. Here's the wind and the pitch. Curveball down low.
Good pitch, though. Good curveball. Looking like it could be, right at the knees, and it breaks down and away from him. He did a good job of laying off. Not an easy pitch to lay off when you have 2 strikes.
S.J. looks in, the 1-2. Has the ball ripped into the dugout over there. Oh, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Open dugout. You got a cinder block wall. It's probably about 3 feet. After that, you just standing there.
Yeah.
He pulled that ball. And
that hit something.
It
went into the dugout and came back out. I don't know if it hit a person or something else, but it was in the dugout and back out. His own teammates going, hey, dude.
You got to be heads up over there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
No outs, leadoff man here for the Lions in the bottom of the first. No score. First of 2 today. Here's S.J. Winds and fires the 1-2. High. Try a little off speed maybe. Trying to get him to chase one, but Trosclair has been pretty disciplined up there, as most leadoff hitters you expect.
Yep.
2-2 count. Fastball popped up. First base way, and that'll get out of play. That's the next thing, too. Talking about the wind there and blowing out, but, boy, anything up in the air, it's going to be tough. Catcher, infielders.
Yes, right. Them pop flies are hard enough to catch without a wind. And in the wind, you just got to hold your breath and hope for the best.
Curveball hit down third. Nini backhands it. It's a fair ball. He throws it over there. One hopper. Burgess digs it out, and he got him.
Nice job by Thomas Nini. He had to backhand that ball, go deep in the hole. Almost right on the third base line. In fact, it was close enough. We had to wait umpire and make a call. He called it fair, which I agree. Nice throw to first base.
Toughest play for the third base because it almost bounced over the bag, so you got to wait and kind of see. Backhanded, he one-hopped it, but Burgess with a good pick, and both teams flashing the leather early here. One out, nobody on, and here is Connor Mathern, the pitcher. Fastball's outside, ball one. Eagles in that first game against Opelousas Catholic had 3 double plays. They started 1-5-4-3, 1-6-3. So they turned a few double plays. So the defense has been coming along as well. Here's the 1-0 from S.J. Fastball catches the inside corner. 1 ball and no strikes.
Nice pitch. Had moved a little bit inside, right at the knees. The pitch you're not going to swing at with no strikes anyway.
S.J.'s 1-1. That hit him on the elbow. Well, he had that elbow guard. Good thing because it hit him right off of that, and that's a hit by pitch.
Yeah. Now, that was legitimate. No question about it. But I have big questions about these big elbow pads. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Why move? Let it hit you. Let it hit you, But at least the pad he wore didn't stick out 3, 4, 5 inches like some of them do.
Now, that's the thing about it. S.J. gave up 3 hits against Opelousas Catholic. He hit 5 batters in that game, so that's not unusual for him. He likes to go inside. Here's J.T. Two-Tone. Now, Two-Tone usually plays first base, the coach's son, but we heard he tore his hamstring, and you see right there, big left-handed hitter takes a hack and fouls it out of play. Really hurt that hamstring in that St. Mary's series, so he's unavailable, looks like right now, to play first base, but he can do some big-time damage in that left-handed batter's box.
And he bats in that 3-hole, which is generally the guy with the highest batting average on the team.
S.J. in the stretch, looks at first, fires it home. He takes another swing, fouls it back into the screen, and quickly S.J. ahead 0-2. Do have a courtesy runner over at first for the pitcher. Try to get that number for you. Covenant Christian with the numbers on the back. Central Catholic has on the back and the front, so it's a little hard to pick up. S.J. looks in. Here's the 0-2. Curveball hits right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And you see Two-Tone not really running. Runner going to third. And the throw is in there. Good aggressive base running. And we got runners at first and third.
He never slowed down. I mean, he hit second base and kept going. It goes into third standing up.
And I'm going to tell you, Aaron, that's a bit of I don't know if Wiggins got a bad jump or the ball just died on him, but look, he wasn't running from first on the pitch. And for him to round that base and get that, because it was a hard hit ball straight up the middle, I really thought that they had a shot at him, but he was in there standing. So Covenant now with the runner in scoring position at third, they got him on the corners with one out. And here is Hayden Scott, the second baseman. SJ will stay in the stretch. Curveball gets by Fontenot. Here comes the runner. He had a late break. Fontenot's, he couldn't hang on to it. And all of a sudden, Covenant Christian takes the lead. That ball got by Fontenot. The curveball bounced away. I don't know if maybe if he'd have picked it up when he first reached for it, it might have had an opportunity, but didn't. And Covenant Christian turns it into a run.
Yeah, I think he had a play, Seth, if he comes up with that cleanly. Because as you said, the runner got a late jump. I was surprised that he didn't go, and then I was surprised when he did go. But this hit right up the middle.
That ball knocked down by O'Con. He keeps on the infield, but that's going to be an error.
Yeah.
Two-tone, again, we told you, laboring on that bad hammy, but he's at third base, and now first and third with one out, and that's going to be the first error of the ball game against the Eagles. And here's the right fielder, Zach Dupre, number 11. So a rocky start for Ty SJ and the Eagle defense here in the first. Now Covenant Christian can swing the bats, and they have come out, and they're being very aggressive here at the plate. Runner off from first base, foul down the third base line, so he'll have to go back. But Dupree was off and running. Right here, you got to know, I think, Aaron, that Two-Tone is not running real well. So I think when anything hit hard to the infield, I don't think he's going to be able to go. I mean, he's going to have to play kind of safe. So the Eagles going to have to check on him over at third. 0-1, SJ to the plate. High fastball, swing and a miss.
Eagle defense has the corners playing in. Of course, the first baseman has Burgess has to hold the runner on first, but at third, Nini is coming up on the grass. Your middle infielders playing pretty much straight away. Maybe a little bit cheating in a little bit.
0-2 on Dupree. Runner going. Here's a ball hit out to right field. Just chunked in the right field, and that's going to fall, and that's going to be a run.
The definition of a Texas leaguer.
That's exactly what it was. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it in the right spot. Two-Tone scores to make it 2-0 Covenant Christian. Hayden Scott to second. So now runners at first and second with one out. It started out with a great play by Nini. Next thing you know, it's turned into a fairly big inning so far, and still just one out.
Yeah, we'll run out with one out with runners on first and second base. At the plate, Brennan Champagne, the first baseman, bats in the sixth hole.
Left-handed batter, first pitch, and he hits it into right field for a base hit. And they are just teeing off, runner around in the base. Top place throw, cut off by Burgess, and he dives in safely.
Yeah. Just a little soft liner, just hit right between first and second base, gets to the outfield. Both runs score.
And here's my question to you, Aaron.
Okay.
Things a little, when you play 2 out of 3, and you get behind, again, SJ has been pretty good, but if you get to a start like this, as a coach, are you tempted to maybe pull him? Because you got, if you're going to win this thing, you got to win 2 out of 3. I mean, or do you leave him in there and you stay behind, and then he pitches 4 innings, and then, you don't. He's done for the 2 days. So that's what's different about a 2 out of 3 series as opposed to one game.
Right. Oh yeah. Because in one game it's a different story. I'd hesitate to pull him yet, unless he's having an issue of some sort.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, if it keeps going and say they get 7 runs, then you got a different decision to make, obviously.
Right.
So Carson Hebert will come up. 3 hits in the inning, and an error and a hit by pitch. Still only 1 out, runs at first and second. First pitch, strike called. Hebert plays right field. Covenant Christian on top, 3-0 here, bottom of the first. SJ takes a look at second. Comes to the plate. That ball outside. Not sure where the umpiring crew is from. It's a three-man crew, but the guy out there that's between second and third, man, that guy's about 6'8".
Yeah, he looks to be at least that. I don't think I've ever seen a taller umpire
No.
before.
We were talking about if he's behind the plate, we wouldn't see nothing.
I
That's
know.
a good fastball strike.
Yeah, he had two. Starts out with these last two pitches, both good fastballs. One just off the plate, and this one just on the plate. So that'll run the count, a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners on first and second. 3 have scored.
SJ in the stretch. Comes to the plate. Curveball swung, foul back into the screen.
I like that pitch, a 2-strike pitch up in the strike zone. He's got to go after it, and just what happened here, he just doesn't catch up to it. He gets under it and goes straight back into the net.
Net behind the plate with the little 3-foot cinder block wall. You see a lot of places. A nice ballpark.
Very nice ballpark, absolutely.
SJ throws it back to second, and they got him.
The pickoff move is second base. Shortstop and pitcher on the same page, and it was a perfect play.
Big play right there as Dupree gets caught off of second base, and they put the tag on it. Immediately, the call was out. You know, I think they had a little damage too, Aaron. I don't know if that press box suffered a little damage with the hurricane last year, but everything's repaired, and I'm telling you, it's just
I don't think there were many things around here that didn't have some damage.
And runner gone from first, 1-2 pitch fouled out of play, so he'll have to go back. But again, you see Covenant Christian now. Fontenot's only been back there for about 2 weeks.
Right.
The freshman. They had another catcher, but Fontenot has been inserted, and a lot of teams making the youngster throw him out. So you see Covenant Christian already being very aggressive on the bases. He's going to have to throw somebody out. That's the way to stop it there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to come up throwing. You can't be afraid to throw. You got to make the throw. If they don't think you're going to throw, they're going to go.
SJ with a soft throw over to first base just to kind of get him back.
I just want to let you know I'm watching throws,
Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Carson Abear, the right fielder. SJ to the plate. Fastball hitting the air to right field. Tomplay got a beat on it, and then he loses it in the sun. He just completely lost it. It falls in front of him, and now runners at first and third.
Wow, you give him a hit?
You got to give him a hit, but I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah.
He looked like he was right under it to make the catch, and all of a sudden just lost it. Now they're going to bring him out some sunglasses. Well,
he's looking
might be
right
a pitch too late for that. Yeah, he's looking.
He's looking right into the sun.
It's going to be like that probably for another hour, and then later on, and of course, it'll be down. But, boy, let's see if SJ can get out of this thing without any further damage. This is John Richard, the catcher, number 2, standing in. First and third, 2 outs. Fontenot come out from behind the plate, give him some signals on how they want to handle it in case he goes from first. Richard, the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Covenant Christian. SJ comes home, the ball held by Fontenot as a runner gets down to second. So again, very aggressive on the base path, but now they have 2 in scoring position.
They also know they got that runner on third base. The pitch was high and inside. He didn't have he had to jump for it, kind of reach for it. It was a wise move to hold the ball.
1-0. As the ball hit the left field, pretty well hit. Going back, Cordero looks up. That ball's going to be out of here. We talked about getting it up in that jet stream, exactly what he did. He puts a charge in it, a 3-run home run. And Covenant Christian has broken it open here in the bottom of the first. They lead it 6-0.
Yeah, right out quick. 6-0 lead, 2 outs. We're still in the first inning.
Cordero turned around, took a couple steps to that wall, and you just could tell by the flight of the ball that it wasn't coming back. And that's a home run.
And if you didn't see the flight of the ball, look at the left fielder. When he runs up to the wall with his back to you and stops looking up, well, you know, it's a goner. And like I said, 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing out don't hurt.
Tristan Rogers.
That may have been out either way, though.
Oh, I think, that ball was tattooed.
Yeah.
Shortstop now, a nice batter in the lineup comes up. First pitch is down low, and this is definitely not the kind of start the Eagles wanted to have. Outside, 2-0. 2 outs, got to get out this inning and maybe plug away and get back in it if you can. 2 balls, no strikes. SJ's pitch is down low. And 3 balls and no strikes. And this has turned into a big inning for the Lions. 3-0 inside, that ball hit him. Well,
You know, as a hitter, the worst thing in the world you can do to me is hit me with ball 4.
yeah.
Because that's ball 4, okay? He had a 3-0 count, and this hits him in the back. So,
And we see some work. It looks like Brian Cordero will get up and maybe go pitch. Now, Brandon Cordero, left fielder, is one of the in the rotation. Brian Cordero has pitched. He's the younger brother, but he's going to go on. We into that spot we were talking about, 6-0. Hey, if SJ comes out, he would be available for for Saturday, but we'll have to see. That pitch is high, ball 1. He obviously just doesn't have.
because a 6-0 score is different than a 3-0 score.
Exactly.
You'd like to get him out of this first inning and see what happens between now and then. He's got 2 outs.
They have batted around. This is Peyton Trosclair, the leadoff hitter. 10th man to come to the plate, and runner at first with 2 outs. That pitch is in for a strike. You know, Covenant Christian has been a pretty good, solid program in the last few years, but they just can't get over that hump. They can't get that state championship, can't get to the finals for some reason. This year they think they can. There's another strike, 2-2. Eagles have won 5 state championships, and Aaron, they have 8.
How many?
They've had 8 runner-ups.
Yeah.
Only Jesuit has more runner-up titles than anybody in the state. There's a ball hit to left field, and that's going to drop. Another one off the handle.
That drops in, another little, right where nobody can get to it. Just a little soft blooper right over the third baseman's head, well in front of the.
You know, they've
the
hit
left
some
fielder.
balls hard, but some they just hit in the right spot.
Yeah.
And that's another hit. And now runners at first and second. And here is Mathern, the pitcher. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. And this thing is getting away from the Eagles in a hurry. Fastball strike. 0-1. Rogers, the runner out at second. Trosclair aboard at first. There's the ball hit to left field. Pretty well hit. Cordero going back. Looks up. And that ball is out of here.
Another 3-run home run to left field.
3-run home run. Second 3-run home run of the inning.
And that opens up a big lead now.
Well,
2
and
3-run
now
home runs.
no doubt what's fixing to happen here.
Yep.
That is going to be the end of SJ's day, and the defensive substitution is going to look like this. They're going to take Tomplay out of right field. They'll move Wiggins to right. SJ will go back and play center. Your new pitcher is going to be Brian Cordero, and he's going to bat in Tomplay's spot. So that's the way it's going to be. Brian Cordero will now be in the pitch, and he will bat for Tomplay. So a little fireworks here. Let's try to recap it. First batter of the game hit a ground ball just about over to third base. A great backhand play by Nini. Burgess digs out at first, 1 out. Then a hit by pitch, a base hit, an error, base hit, base hit, base hit, then 3-run home run, and all of a sudden it was 6-0. Then a hit by pitch, a base hit, and a 3-run homer, and it's 9-0. Still 2 outs. And I mean, I don't know if you can get any better start to a game if you're
No.
Covenant Christian.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave up none in the first inning after giving up a leadoff single. You gave up no runs. Actually, you faced the minimum hitters after giving up a hit. The Eagles start out with a great defensive play, and then the floodgates open.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at the bracket while we got a little break. Of course, this is the 8-16. A lot of people thought it'd be 8 against 1.
Right.
Not the case. 8 against 16. We told you today, here's the first game. Following this one will be game 2. And if necessary, 6:30 on Saturday to decide it. Meanwhile, in the other quarterfinal on the top of the bracket, number 5, Calvary Baptist is at number 4, Catholic High Point Capita. That game over in New Roads. Then at the bottom, number 3, Washita Christian is at home against number 6, Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart has a kid that throws about 93. Outstanding pitcher. You got to have, as we mentioned, though, in these 2 out of 3s, you got to have more than one guy.
Yep.
And then Ascension Catholic, who I think might be the best team in the state at number 2. They play at number 7, St. Frederick. St. Frederick's knocked out Vermilion Catholic 2 games to nothing. Ascension Catholic, they got a set of twins. One throws about 91, one throws about 89.
Wow.
Yeah. They play quite very talented kids. At one time, when they were junior high, they were at Central Catholic.
Oh, really?
Their mother was the volleyball coach at Central Catholic, Janelle Leonard. And then now they are at Ascension Catholic. Outside one, they play quarterback, receiver, great athletes. And one of the reasons why Ascension Catholic is maybe the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing. Here's JT Two-Tone.
Well, you got 2 guys that can do that.
Yeah.
That'll take you a long way in the playoffs.
Two-Tone had a base hit his first time up. Cordero's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Again, Two-Tone a normal first baseman, but nursing a bit of a hamstring pull, and he's in the DH spot. Has a pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Taking a little look at the new pitcher, Brian Cordero. Winding the pitch. Curveball, a little outside. 2-1.
Didn't miss by a whole lot.
No.
You can see it made a big jump towards the plate. Didn't quite catch that corner.
12th batter to come to the plate here. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Strike call. So Cordero just trying to get out of this thing. That pitch a little outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Expected a big pitcher's duel, but didn't happen. Not here in the first half.
It went up in smoke at the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch from Cordero. Down low, and that's ball 4, and Two-Tone get a base on balls. Got a text from former Eagle head coach Tyler Jensen.
Oh, really?
Over in
Hayden Scott.
Youngsville, listening in, and he said that we talked about the official. That umpire out of second, he goes, if it's a tall guy like that, he said he bets they're from Lafayette because he said they have a very tall guy. So I'm saying Coach Jensen knows what he's talking about. Right. These guys are from Lafayette. He said it makes sense that they would be at this game. You can't have a person in your area,
right?
Umpiring crew, so that makes total sense. But he is some kind of thought. That ball skips away from Fontenot, and Two-Tone will gingerly get down to second. And
had plenty of time.
I tell you what, a lot of room behind this plate, Aaron. Most pass balls, you see a runner advance a base without a problem.
Right.
1 ball, no strikes to the second baseman, Hayden Scott. Where's number 5? He got a board on an error his first time up.
Yeah, much above 2.5 feet or so, there's a net, but even the brick wall, the cinder brick wall, has padding in front of it. So that ball's not going to hit that wall and bounce back to you real quick. Plus, it's not a square wall. You know, it has a curve to it.
Yep.
And so gets by to catch it, you're going to have a base.
2-0 is outside, 3-0. Eagles just looking for an out to get back into the dugout.
Right.
.30 pitch. Down low, that's ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Cordero since entering the game for SJ. Now here's the next thing that you know that they're thinking about over there. Let's end this thing in 5. And how far do you go with Mathern?
Exactly.
You know, if you get up by a lot more, you can pull him.
Right. And I'm assuming he would stay in the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the way
So
he hits the ball, you know he does.
could go
Yes.
back to the mound
Yep.
as long as he stays in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
1 ball, no strikes. That ball inside corner, strike 1.
What class is Cordero? Freshman. He looks young.
I think he's a sophomore. He's a
Sophomore?
freshman or a sophomore.
Yeah, he looks young.
Definitely is. That curveball stayed high. You can see how he holds it, too. He got one of those, well, back in the day, he called it a knuckle curve. Kind of a spike curveball and
Yeah.
kind of gets it to spin a little more, but that one didn't get in the strike zone, and it's 2-1. First and second, 2 outs here. Already 9-0. Top of the first. Down low, 3-1. And the worst thing you want to do if you're the Eagles is come into a 3-game set and all of a sudden you just can't get the ball to play. You got to go through pitchers.
Right.
You want to save them as much as you can. Cordero's 3-1 delivery outside, and that's ball 4. That's 3 straight walks.
3 walks.
And here comes Coach Hidalgo, and he may be coming with the hook. I see Ryan Tompley down in the bullpen. And see if he goes to him right here.
In high school baseball, a starter can leave the game and re-enter 1 time. Now, like I said, with the pitcher, can't leave the game and come back to the mound, but he can leave the mound and stay in the game and come back to the mound. But in Tom Play's case, he wasn't on the mound.
Right,
so
yeah, he was out in right field,
right,
so he's
he can come back in and go to the
and
mound.
actually it was Cordero who took his place.
Right.
So that they would just swap back
Go
and then
back. Exactly.
I think they'll give him as much time as they can. I think when the official walks out there,
Yeah.
I think that's when Coach Hidalgo. I think he's made up his mind. He's going to make the move. He's just waiting, and there it is.
Yeah. You nailed that one. Of course, it's kind of a lot of people thought that, I'm sure.
So while we have this time, I'm going to let you know if you got bad credit, slow credit, no credit, new credit, bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure. Whatever your situation is, Harley at A.J. Doman Chevrolet is ready to help you. Visit A.J. Doman Chevrolet in Berwick, 800 Robinson Street, or call Harley at A.J. Doman Chevrolet at 985-221-4139.
All right, also along those same lines, high school baseball on KWBJ Live is presented by Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options from our curb to yours, G&J Curbside, and also Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 985-384-8335.
So Ryan Tomplay, the senior, takes over on the mound, a right-hander. And right now, again, you got to wonder, what's the psyche of the Eagles? They came out in the game 2 of that Blue Scally series. They got down a couple times. They got down 3-0, and then ultimately at the end of the game, they were down 8-6 and rallied to win it 9-6 in the bottom of the 7th. So they have come back, but, well, it's hard to say this, Aaron, because even if you don't come all the way back, you want to make a game out of it. You want to come back at least to get some momentum.
Right.
For the next year. I'm not saying this game's giving up, but I'm saying you got to, from this point on, you got to play well, and let's see if they can do that. Here's Brendan Champagne, the first baseman, hit a base hit and scored a run his first time up. Tomplay will work out a stretch with him loaded. First pitch in there for a strike. 2 home runs, 3 run jobs here in the bottom of the first. For Covenant Christian has staked them out to a 9-0 lead. 0-1, that's a ball ripped to right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Here comes Wiggins. He'll throw it home. Throws up the line, and the run's going to score. 2 runs in.
2 runs will score on the RBI single.
Bruno had to hold at second, so now first and second. That's the second hit of the inning for Champagne.
Yep, he singled with people on base earlier. Did it again here. 2 more runs score. And in case you're wondering, there is not a 15-run rule.
Nope.
You have to play at least 5.
And here is Carson Hebert, the right fielder. He singled his first time up. First pitch is high, ball 1. Third Eagle pitcher, and already we're just in the first.
Right.
It looks like it's going to be tomorrow because we're still in the bottom of the first. And the other team is
That's a strike.
Right.
Good pitch by Temple.
yeah, so and then we're still in the bottom of the first, and the other team is ahead 11-0.
Temple looks in.
Well, they kind of
Curveball in there. Oh, no, outside, he said. I thought that ball dropped in there, but umpire thought different of it. We got a pretty good vantage point right behind the plate. I mean, it's not perfect, so we don't know. But
Right. We can't really see the plate. At least I
no,
can't. I don't know about you.
I
can't see
can't
the
either.
plate.
It's
I
kind
don't
of
see-
dug into artificial turf a little
Right.
bit.
I don't see the plate at all from here.
As the ball hit down
That's a
third,
fair
that's a
ball.
fair ball. That's
Fair
down the
ball.
line. That's going to get down in the corner.
That'll score at least 1 for sure, if not 2.
Ball
In fact,
bounces
they're gonna
away
send
from
it. Oh, yeah,
Cordero.
2 will score standing up. This is going to be a triple for Champagne.
Hey,
I mean, Hebert, I think.
Hebert.
Hebert.
2-run triple, and boy, tell you what, all you can hope if you're an Eagle fan is, boy, they get all the hits out their system right now.
Just be glad it's not a 1-game
Oh, no,
series.
no, because it,
Yeah.
You
If
look
this
at
was
that
a 1-game
scoreboard.
series, it'd been, well, we'd had a pitch and change a lot sooner, I
yeah,
believe.
but still, 13-0, still 2 outs. Here's John Richard at a 3-run homer. His first time up. They have hit it every way you could. Soft, hard,
This is the
both
17th
sides.
hitter.
17th. That's high, ball 1.
Hitter of the first inning. Like I say, Richard bats in the 8-hole, and he's batting for the second time. Hit a home run his last time up, a 3-run shot.
That ball stayed upstairs.
Stayed high.
2-0, and so far none of the Eagle pitchers have had any success at all.
Not any. In fact, it's been a while since they got an out. That second out was made on the basis.
Yeah, that
In a
pickoff.
pickoff move. They picked off Zach Dupree, who bats in the 5-hole. He's already batted a second time since then.
12 batters since an out has been made. Here's the 2-1. As the ball hit on the ground short. Big hop. O'Connell fielded. He'll throw it across, and finally,
The third out.
the inning is over. Well, we'll try to recap this thing, but it may take us a while. We do know that they get 13 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. There was 1 error, and they left 1 on. So
Yeah,
we
9
played
hits
1.
and- yeah, 9 hits and 2 3-run home runs.
2 3-run home runs. 13-0. Covenant Christian after 1.
Okay, we would like to thank our fine sponsors without whom we could not be here today. Yeah, that starts out with Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late. Delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. G&JCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check out our website for delivery options, our curb to yours. G&J Curbside. And of course, Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Everyone at Conrad Shipyards, Hallamar Shipyards, and Vita Paint say keep going, Eagles, and don't look back. Morgan City Mayor Lee Dragna and Morgan City Councilman Louis Tamparello tip their hats to the Eagles. Stay focused, guys. You've got determination, and they are going to need some determination here. Central Catholic down in a big hole, 13-0 at the end of the first inning. Mathern, that first inning, did give up a base hit to start things, and then it was a bunt. Hamer bunted it down the first base line. They tagged him out. Ocon got a little aggressive going around second. They threw behind him. Well, he was forced to run to third. They got him in a rundown, tagged him out for a double play, and then SJ grounded out to second. So he Didn't really throw a lot of pitches in that top of the first. Meanwhile, it'll be Burgess, Aaron. It'll be Burgess, Brandon Cordero, and Thomas Neely first three up.
Yeah, he gave up the hit, but then the runner got caught, so he faced only the minimum batters in the first inning. So he only saw 3 hitters, where the Eagles saw 17.
Here's Burgess. He's come on at the end of the season. He's got hot at the right time, the cleanup hitter. That last week of the regular season into the playoffs, he has swung the bat pretty well. First pitch from Mathern. That ball hit him. Well, and if you're Mathern, that's the last thing you want to do with a 13-0 lead.
Yeah.
Make them hit their way on. You don't want to give them any free passes. And that time, he got hit. Now it'll bring up Brandon Cordero, the left fielder. Cordero hits from the right side. Mathern will work out of the stretch. First pitch is a strike.
Good looking fastball on the outside corner. One of them pitches you really don't want to hit, and you don't have to with no strikes.
Here's the 0-1. That ball fouled right side. As we look over there to the right, we see some Berwick Panther players. The Panthers, the other parish team in the playoffs, they'll play tomorrow starting at 6 o'clock at home against Grant. Berwick number 1, Grant number 8. 2 games on Saturday if necessary.
Yeah, they'll play one Friday night at 6, and Saturday they'll play again. Ooh, nice play down at first base. Good job by the catcher, Richard. Strong throw.
And you got to wonder where, 13-0. Burgess, no reason to get off that bag too far. 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit back up the middle. Shortstop will glove it. He'll touch on the base, throw it over to first, not in time. Good footwork by the shortstop, Rogers, but he was just able to touch the base for the force out, and Cordero hits into the fielder's choice. So 6 unassisted is the out, and Cordero is at first, and here is Thomas Neely, the third baseman. Pitches outside, that's ball 1. If you're the Eagles, you just want to chip away. You got to put up a couple crooked numbers up there.
Well, my thinking is, if you're the Eagles, forget about the first inning. It's over. It's done with. Just play baseball now. Okay, it's a 0-0 ball game in our minds right now, and just play baseball. And you got to forget about that first inning.
1-1 from Mathern. That pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. The good thing is,
good fastball.
Whatever happens in this game, you don't have to wait a whole day to come back and make amends because you play right after.
Yeah.
Well, the second game will be maybe about 30 minutes when this one ends. 1-2, the count. Here's Mathern's pitch outside. It's 2-2.
And we will be here for that second game tonight.
Absolutely. Sun's kind of got behind the clouds, so it's turned out to be pretty nice.
Yep. We still get the wind will lay down a little bit like it is right now, but I have this horrible feeling it hadn't gone away for the day.
No.
We're going to still see a lot more of it.
That ball fouled off the foot of Nene. Well, I tell you, Aaron, you're used to this. I'm not. When you're on radio, you got to describe everything.
Yeah.
When you're on TV, you kind of let the camera do a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting used to that, but
Well,
I'm just talking a whole lot.
Right. Yeah, because you have to describe everything. There's no visual to go along with it. But, yeah.
That ball hit out to right field, and the right fielder will make the catch. And that'll be 2 away.
Out number 2.
Here comes Nicholas Spatali, the DH, another senior on this Eagle team. He's batting today for the catcher, Tate Vantner. Eagles got a variety of, they have seniors, they got freshmen, they got a little everything.
But, we talk about the 2 home runs and the wind blowing, but I don't think the wind, these home runs did not need the wind.
No.
They were well hit balls.
Fisted out to right field. And that's one of those little Texas leaguers that we saw Covenant Christian get a couple of them. So Spatali
gets him one.
He gets jammed, and that's the advantage of an aluminum bat right there, because that's a wood. That'll sawed it off in your hand.
Yep, that doesn't get out the infield.
Back when you played.
Oh, back they didn't have aluminum bats.
Here's Ethan Wiggins. Takes strike 1. Wiggins has been in the middle of the things in that 8th spot the last couple of weeks as well. Good base runner. Can handle a bat. Here is the 0-1. Curveball, foul straight back. That's 0-2. 2 outs. Cordero, the runner, out at second. Spatali aboard at first.
Wiggins bats in the 8 hole. On deck is Ryan Tompley. Well, no, he's come out. Well, he came back in, though.
There's a strike called. Check swing. Wiggins couldn't pull the trigger, and that is the 3rd out. Only the first strikeout from a third.
Yeah, I think it's the first strikeout on either team, if I'm not mistaken.
But it comes with 2 outs. So for the Central Catholic in the top of the second, no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and they left a couple. After an inning and a half, it's Covenant Christian 13 and Central Catholic nothing. Feast on the new White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries, day after day at Taco Bell. Grilled steak loaded with seasoned fries, topped with warm nacho cheese sauce and the new White Hot Ranch. DoorDash now available, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista.
And high school baseball on KWBJ Live is presented by Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. AJ Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. And the 4th annual Nicholas Bollner Foundation Par 3 Golf Tournament, Saturday, June the 11th at St. Mary Golf Club. Call 992-8943 for team or sponsorship information.
Yeah, Nicholas Bollner Golf Tournament, good friends of mine.
Yeah, I played in that tournament. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, Nick.
They make it a fun tournament.
Nick was the son of Barry Bollner, and of course his uncle Duke Bollner and Brian Bollner, all my good buddies from over Franklin, the old Hansonites like you there, Aaron, and good people. And I tell you what, Barry has really kept Nick's memory alive, and it's a great tournament. A lot of people go out, and I know it's a tough weekend for them, but a great weekend for them, and hopefully it's good weather and everybody gets out there.
I played in it a couple years ago. A lot of people show up for that thing.
Oh, yes.
Surprised me. It has 2 flights, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and there's people everywhere. It's a fantastic tournament. It's a lot of fun. It's played with a very light attitude. It's all par 3s. So you can go out there and have yourself a good time. They have plenty of food and drink.
Yeah, call the St. Mary Country Club, and I see you might still have a chance to put a team in there. Call Barry over at the Country Club. Here is Tristan Rogers, the shortstop, will lead off the second against Ryan Tompley in his second inning of work. Pitch is a little low, 2-0. So not only was there 9 hits and 2 home runs, but Eagles didn't help themselves as they had 2 hit batsmen, 3 base on balls, and an error. That pitch is in there for a strike. Tompley worked to 3 batters in the first, gave 2 hits and a ground out. So 2-1 to count on the line shortstop, Rogers.
He was hit by a pitch.
Ball
His first time up and scored a run.
cued down the right side. Now the count even 2-2. You can see why Covenant Christian was a district champ, undefeated in district. Tom plays 2-2. Curveball, smoked to center field, cut up hard as SJ, and he makes a sliding catch.
Nice. I didn't think he had a chance for it, Seth. I really didn't. I thought he would get there in plenty of time. I mean, that ball would drop in front of him, and he made the catch. So good job, because he broke on it on contact. He was running. Without that, he doesn't get to that.
You hear it all the time. The hardest ball for a center field is one hit right at you. It's hardest to judge. When it's on the side of it, you kind of tell. You can get a beat on it. That was right at you, and he had to come up hard. Great defense out there by SJ. And here is top of the order, Peyton Trosclair. Got a beach ball out there or some kind of ball down the right field way. Somebody got loose. I'm playing a little kickball out there.
Well, you know, one of the things you have a lot of little kids could come to, which is wonderful, don't get me, and they're outside having a good time. And the fact that there's a ball game going on just gives them a reason to be here.
Sure.
They're out there having fun, playing ball themselves, and every now and then one will get away.
That's okay. Peyton Trosclair looks at strike one, a good curveball. He's got a hit in 2 trips. Pitches down low, 1-1. We talked about Covenant Christian, they are 22-12. They were 5-0 in district. They're the 8th seed. They beat Central Catholic back on April the 11th, 13-5. They're only meeting in district. 1-1 pitch. That ball hit out to center field. That's going to fall in front of SJ. No chance, and that's Trosclair's second hit, and they continue to hit the ball.
Not hit real hard, but hitting the right spot. And it's a single. His second one of the day. Scored a run in the first inning.
Here is Connor Mathern. He got hit by a pitch, then he turned one around and a 3-run homer to left field. Big pitcher up to bat. Tompley will work out a stretch. Runner not going, ball's outside. 1-0. One out, runner at first here in the second, 13-0. Covenant Christian on top. First of two scheduled for tonight. Runner now going. He bluffed it. Had he gone, I think he might have got there standing, but the pitch was in there for a strike. Sometimes you bluff and you realize, man, maybe I should have went.
Didn't realize it was a curveball till it was too late. That was a big curveball.
Tom plays 1-1. Down low, 2-1. And you know, the rain is on the way, Aaron, but it says it's going to hold out until maybe early morning. So we should, I don't think we're going to have a problem with it, but.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Homer, but Morgan City needs rain bad.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of golf, those golf courses need water. Lots of the kind God gives you. Not the kind that comes out of a faucet. But
2-1, hit out there to the gap in right center. SJ coming over, he gets by him, and it'll go to the wall. Runner around in third, he'll be waved home. The relay from Hamer, not in time, and he airmails it, but Tompley was backing up. So that'll be a RBI double for Mathern. So he's been hit by a pitch, homered, and doubled. He's got 4 RBIs. Not a bad day.
4 RBIs, and we're in the second inning.
I was about to say, not a bad day for the second inning.
His third at bat. And like I said, hit by a pitch and 2 hits.
Here comes JT Two-Tone.
JT Two-Tone.
He's got a hit and a base on balls, and he scored twice.
Yep.
Of course, the field named after his grandfather. Striking it was Joe Two-Tone owned Southland Dodge, and he used to be a big Legion. That's when they had American Legion. Some people don't remember American Legion.
I loved American Legion.
But it was some great baseball. 17 and 18-year-olds,
right.
And he coached some good teams from Houma, including Coach Joe, who was a fine player in his own right. There's a ball slapped to short. Line drive caught by Ocon. The runner couldn't do nothing about it.
He was dead.
It was hit behind him. Ocon makes the catch.
Yeah.
That'll be a line-out double play. Eagles desperately needed that. And that will retire the side. But for Covenant Christian,
gets 2 unassisted outs.
So that is, they pick up 1 run. They got 2 hits, no errors, and they left none. So we head to the third. It's 14-0. And before we go to the break, well, we'll tell you about the pitch change after the break. You go ahead, Aaron.
All right, we'll go with the top of the inning before we started. As high school baseball, KWBJ Live is presented by Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of the life you deserve. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista open late night. Delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. JGCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options from our curb to yours. G&J Curbside. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
The Pediatric Clinic on David Drive in Morgan City provides exceptional health care to children, along with care that fosters their health and prepares them for the future. Our services include newborn care, adolescent medicine, vision and hearing. Call 985-384-2430 for an appointment today. Well, Eagles feel like they got to win that inning. Only gave up 1 run. Gave up 13 in the first, so a 14-0 game. And indeed, we do have a new pitcher in there, and I don't know if he was able to get his number.
No, I did not. 10,
like
number
10.
10. Let's see. That was one of their starters.
That's Carson Hebert.
He was playing center field.
So he moves to pitch. It looks like what they did, they took the first baseman, Champagne, and moved him to right, and Mathern goes over to first base. So that is the defensive changes. Champagne to right field. And that'll send Mathern to first, and on the mound will be Carson Hebert. So he'll work to Ryan Tomplay, leading off the third. First pitch, fastball upstairs. So Mathern goes 2 innings, and tell you what, didn't throw a whole lot of pitches.
He faced 8 batters. And like I said, didn't throw enough. Now, did he throw too much to throw in the second game?
I think that's strictly in case they have a third game.
In case they have a third, or possibly used late.
Well, yeah, if you got a closing situation.
Yeah, closing situation where he could come in, maybe that, but he wouldn't start.
2 balls and a strike to Tomplay as he took the 2-0 pitch. It's Tomplay, O'Con, and Hamer. First 3 due up for the Eagles here in the top of the third. Hebert's pitch is upstairs, and that's 3-1. Right-handed pitcher. Eagles were able to get 2 hits off of Mathern. He did strike out 1, and he hit a batter. Here's the 3-1. Check swing. They say he went around. That was a ball 4, and Tomplay just couldn't hold off. And now the count's full. So 3-2 to count on the Eagle pitcher. Pitch is upstairs, and they say ball 4.
Ball 4.
So first base on balls issued to the Eagles today. And that'll bring up Caleb O'Con. He started the game with a single. And also we'll have a courtesy runner at first for the pitcher. It's going to be number 2. That's Jake Lepree. So Lepree will be the courtesy runner for Tomplay at first. No outs, and here's the Eagle shortstop. He laced the single into right field his first time up. O'Con standing in. That ball's outside. Good buddy Duke Boldner. So everything's going great except for the score. And he is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, tuning in to us today.
Duke on the phone. I just recently found out Duke moved to Morgan City.
Oh, yes.
I thought he was still in Franklin.
No,
and Barry told me recently that he's on 6th Street somewhere.
He's over on First Street.
Oh, First Street.
Fir.
Oh, Fir. Okay.
Fir, fig, fir, one of those.
Fig. Fig. Yeah, fig. Oh, well, that's just right around the corner from Barry's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where he's at.
In Barry, I could...
City slicker now.
When I was a young guy, I could have thrown a baseball from my house to Barry's.
I'll be darned.
I wouldn't do it today, but probably never raise my arm again if I tried that today. But be better at hitting a golf ball over there.
Yes. So Kahn stands back in after a quick visit from Coach Two-Tone out there to Hebert. That's a strike, 1-1.
Left-handers like those inside fastballs.
Lepree with the lead from first. No outs. Top of the third. O'Con fouls it out of play. Now 1-2.
O'Con had or the Hamer rather, had a good bunt back in the first inning. Good sacrifice bunt. He was out at first, but he got his job. Moved him over. But O'Con that's when he had overrun second base a little bit, got caught behind him. Pitch misses outside.
And Aaron, there's so many little things in a baseball game.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Okay, it was a great bunt. You hit it to first. You want him to come field it. Mm-hmm. If O'Con's there, and then maybe SJ gets him to third and somebody gets him in home, it might be a whole different game.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yep.
2-2 pitch. They thought he was going to steal, so they got a pitch out.
Pitch out.
I have no idea. With 2-2, why you pitch out 14-0?
Exactly. It's a 14-0, and you're pitching out.
I don't think he's going nowhere.
I'm throwing strikes to the pitcher.
Yeah.
I mean, to the batter.
I think Coach Tuton, I don't know if they missed the signal. I don't know. He was looking like, what are we doing? 3-2 pitch. That's strike 3, swinging. So he comes back to get the strikeout either way. That's one gone. Here comes Gregory Hamer. He had that sacrifice bunt in the first. So 1 out, runner at first. Top of the third, 14-0. Covenant Christian here in the state quarterfinals. First pitch is a strike. We talked about that Eagle tradition. We talked about the 5 state championships, 2016, 2005, 2004, 2002, and 1999. Throw it to first. Sleepy dives back. But, Aaron, they also 8-time runner-up.
I know.
13, 12, 98, 87, 86, 80, 79, and 66. You look at the all-time stats, only Jesuit has got more runner-up finishes in Central Cali out of any team in state that's ever played baseball.
That's ever played baseball, huh?
There's a ball hitting the right field. That's a base hit.
hit.
Right behind the runner. He can't advance. And right there, you got to go state. You not take a chance because you.
I know,
That run doesn't mean anything. Yeah, you got
to station.
You need a whole bunch. But that's a good job of hitting by Hamer. Hit it right behind the runner. So hit. And now here is SJ who grounded out to second. But, you start thinking about that. All the teams that.
I know, that's amazing. So that's 13 times in the finals.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a number.
That's not bad.
I'd call that tradition.
Yes. So here's the first pitch to SJ. Hebert out of the stretch. That ball fouled out of play. They have a website, Aaron. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's 14/O Productions. It's a guy from Oak Grove that does it. He has every football championship score ever. Every class, every baseball. He's got who was Mr. Bay. It's an unbelievable site. If you ever want to look, you go to 14/O Productions. The guy, he has done some research. Swing and a miss.
He chased that big curveball that wasn't even near the strike zone.
Back in the 20s when Morgan City was a powerhouse, they got their scores. Back in the day, Hanson, Mackie Berg and that group,
Lord, that's even before me.
Well, I know. But
that's way before me.
It's a good site. So if you ever, any high school sports fan out there in Louisiana, 14/O Productions, check it out. That good curveball outside. Good job by the catcher.
Yeah.
Richard, tell you what, he got out there and blocked it. He does a good job back then. He's got a strong arm. We've seen that a couple times.
And he kept the glove, in front of him on the ground, and did, like you said, outstanding job getting out there quick and blocking.
1-2. Curveball check swing. And they say not this time, so it's 2-2. And it's a little different off that turf than it is off of dirt. So you got to get used to playing it.
Yeah.
Especially how the balls spin and when it does hit that turf. So I know Richard used to it, but just does a good job back there. You can tell his mechanics as a catcher. So 2-2 now on SJ. Leapre out at second, the courtesy runner. Hamer, the runner at first with 1 out. Eagles trying to get on the board. Curveball, another great job.
Good night. Yep, that's twice.
That's
He
2
likes
balls.
the curveball.
That's 2 balls ticketed to the screen, and
Yep.
he has stopped both of us. So now we got a full count.
Counts full with runners on first and second. 1 away. And we'll see how many first pitch full counts are fouled off.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball.
And guess what happened to it?
Out of play.
It's fouled off.
A lot of people say over here behind the first base dugout, man, that's a great parking spot. There's a reason. There's a reason nobody parks there. That's why it's always open.
Yeah.
If you hadn't been here, tell you what, foul balls seem to find you right there.
People that go to a lot of baseball games, no, not they never park there. These are all rookies here. There's some people that hadn't been here in a while, here for the playoff game kind of a thing.
Another 3-2 pitch from Hebert. That ball hitting the air to left field. Left fielder coming up, shortstop going out. And they both kind of collide, but the shortstop, Rogers, reaches up and catches it.
Shortstop caught it, but it was left fielder's. Now, what we don't know is if he called him off or not.
Right.
That's the thing. He should have, because it's easier to catch the ball coming in,
especially with the wind.
Back.
We talked about how the wind affects that ball. It keeps pushing it out, and you know, normally you're under it, but that ball keeps pushing out, and you keep going. I was about to say, Aaron, we talk about how bad it is to be behind the first base dugout. I guess the only worst place to be would if you was behind the left field fence.
Today, for sure, yeah.
It has got a little action. 2 outs. Here is Drake Burgess. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. Runs at first and second. Eagles looking to get on the board. That curveball stayed upstairs. Bears came in relief of Mathern. His first inning of work. 14-0 Covenant Christian. Game 1 of 2 here tonight. There's a fastball. Second base on the line, makes the stab. Burgess hit it hard, but right at the second baseman, and that will retire the side. For the Eagles in the third, no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and they left a couple. After 2.5, Covenant Christian 14, Central Catholic nothing.
All right, high school baseball. KWBJ Live is presented by Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. And the 4th annual Nicholas Bollner Foundation Par 3 Golf Tournament, Saturday, June the 11th at St. Mary Golf Club. Call 992-8943 for team or sponsorship information.
A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Berwick now offers sold order price protection. Deep discounts on sold orders, and they're protecting that price until the vehicle comes in. They're also offering price protection on your trade-in. The value of your trade when you order your car will be the value you get when it comes in. And local faces treating local people. Urgent Care of Morgan City open 7 days a week. Call 985-412-2020. Urgent Care of Morgan City still testing for COVID-19. Urgent Care says go Eagles. So does Verdon's Insurance Agency of Patterson and Morgan City. Get a quote today. Call 985-401-1184. Tomplay still out there, and I know if you're on the Eagles side of things, you'd like to see Tomplay maybe finish this thing out so you don't have to go back into that bullpen at all.
No, you'd love to see him finish this game. However it turns out, you'd like to see him finish this game.
So I've been looking here. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Scott, Dupree, and Champagne due up for Covenant Christian. Scott got a board on an error and a base on balls. He scored twice. Second baseman. Tomplay's first pitch stays high. It's ball 1. If you look at the bracket too, Aaron, after this, you go to the semifinals, it's 1 game. They don't play 2 out of 3.
I know.
And it will be at the home of the higher seed. So if Covenant Christian or Central Cali advances, they will have to go to either Cali High, Point Capee, or Calvary Baptist. Now the finals will be in Hammond on the campus of Southeastern.
So that's only not the semifinals.
Not
only
the semifinals. Only the finals.
Only the finals.
That pitch is a little high, and it's 3-0. So yeah, that's a little something different there. Of course, the public schools will be playing over in Sulphur, Frosh Field, where used to have all of the championships. Yeah, it's a great place to watch a baseball game.
I saw Central Catholic lose a state championship there and win a state championship there.
And I've
in
broadcasted
back-to-back years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and I've broadcasted Berwick winning one and Berwick losing one. The Panthers have kind of made their second home the last few years. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2.
They spent most of this season, I think, as the #1 team in the state.
Many of
finished the year there.
I can remember a couple times where they actually graduated on the field.
Yeah.
With the cap and gowns, they came out, and Mr. Kenny Alfred from the school board was out there giving their diplomas the same night they were graduating back home. That's strike 3 called, and the batter had already thrown his bat away. He thought it was a walk, and umpire rings him up. You know, if you're an athlete too, baseball player, I know you want to graduate with your class, but if you had a choice, how would you like to, graduate in the state semifinals? I think you take that all day, you know?
Yeah. Especially if you win it.
Exactly. First pitch, stayed upstairs. This is Zach Dupree, the right fielder, number 11. He's walked and got a base hit. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the third. 14-0 Covenant Christian here in game 1. 1-0 pitch was outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to count. Brennan Champagne awaits on deck. Tom plays pitch. High and outside, 3-0.
That one was close, but not close enough.
And that was the first strikeout of the game for Eagle pitching.
It's only the second strikeout of the game.
Yeah.
They each have one.
3-0. High, and that's going to be ball 4.
It's a 4-pitch
on
walk.
ball, 4-pitch walk. Second time tonight, Dupree has got on a free pass, and that'll bring up Brennan Champagne. He is singled twice, scored twice, get 2 RBIs. So he's had a good day. He's playing right field now. Started at first base.
Yep, he's got a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. He's having fun today.
Left-handed batter. Runner with his lead from first. That pitch is in there for a strike.
He starts with a very wide open stance, and then as the pitch is coming in, he closes it up a little bit. But you can see that front foot is well behind him.
Top play looks at the runner at first. Now he comes to the plate. The ball tapped, foul down first. One thing about it too, top play, tell you what, there's a high leg kick out of that stretch. So really slow coming to the plate. Now they 14-0. You don't expect them to steal much, but you could see why they do run.
Well, he's got that big kick, and like we talked about, an inexperienced freshman behind the plate. So you put those two together.
And he is running this time. Swinging, strike 3. Fontenot have to throw it to first, and he doesn't.
No, he doesn't have to because he had a runner on first base.
I got you. Well, I thought that he took off, but they said no, he was definitely not. I think that's what they were saying.
No, the runner can go at his own risk.
And I don't know if Champagne, it looked like almost a hit and run because he kind of like the runner was going and he just swung.
At a very low pitch.
You swing wherever they at, and I don't know if he thought he might have had 1 strike, but Tom played with 2 strikeouts and now a runner at second.
I thought he might have got
Fouled
a piece of that.
Well,
I thought it was a foul ball.
That's the next thing I thought. There's a ball laced in the left field base hit. Cordero comes up. They'll send the runner. Cordero's throw. Cut off by Nini. He fires it home. Fontenot puts the tag. A little high, and the runner slides in safely.
That was very close. Had he got that tag down, I think he'd have had him out, but he slid under the tag.
So an RBI for Hebert. He's got 3 hits today. Cordero with a good throw to the cutoff man. So another runs in, 15-0. That pitch in there for a strike. This is Richard, the catcher. He's got a 3-run homer and a ground out. 2 away.
It's pretty good production out of the 8-hole.
And there's a ball hit on the ground to short. O'Connell backhanded. Only play will be first. High throw, and he overthrows Burgess, and that ball comes right back to him. And that's going to be the second error of the game on Ocon, as he just airmailed that throw, and now they got runners at first and second. And now it looks like we got that is the shortstop Rogers. I thought it might start to pinch hit, but he is number 8.
Tristan Rogers.
Hit a line drive to shortstop in the second inning. Got hit by a pitch in the first inning and scored a run.
And now we'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base. And they'll write it in their book for umpires, and now we're set to go. Rogers steps back in. Tom play will work out a stretch with runners at first and second. First pitch, curveball, strike.
Pretty curveball, broke right over the middle of the plate for the call strike. Rogers bats in the 9-hole.
Tom play sets. Pitch stayed down a little bit. 1-1. 2 outs here. 15-0 Covenant Christian as we play in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, first pitch curveball called for the strike. Second time it stayed outside for ball one. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, and 2 on.
Pitch upstairs, 2-1.
Pitch upstairs a little bit, but a real good hitter would have probably swung at that one.
Yeah.
Because that was, like I said, a little bit up, but not real high. But a 9-hole hitter's going to take that.
That ball popped in the air. Ocon going back on the outfield grass a couple steps, and he puts it away. So that'll retire the side, but the Lions pick up another one. There was 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and they left a couple on. We played 3, 15-0 Covenant Christian.
All right, we'll go to at the end of the third inning, high school baseball on KWBJ Live, presented by Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night, delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options from our curb to yours. G&J Curbside. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Former state representative Sam Jones tips his hat to the Central Cali Eagles and the Eagle community tonight. Go Big Red, focus and determination. The high marks of not only the Central Cali Eagles, but also the Central Catholic Eagle community. And you're invited today and tomorrow to Thibodaux Regional as we celebrate the grand opening of our wellness sports complex with 2 days of food, excitement, sport events, and more. We're excited for you to see the new opportunities we've created to help make our region a healthier place to live, work, and play. I don't know if you've been over there. They have now a brand new college baseball field behind the Thibodaux Wellness Center.
Oh, yeah.
They have a NCAA track. They also have a turf football field with stands. They'll play high school there. I mean, it is unbelievable. They have sand volleyball. It's everything. They are really trying to, get into the high school, athletic events and people going, and they treat the athletes, so they give a little something back. But boy, it is unbelievable. Matter of fact, if you go behind the Nichols Stadium toward the hospital, it almost connects now. And a lot of it too, the Manning camp will use it, passing academy. But I tell you what, growing by leaps and bounds, unbelievable if you hadn't been there.
No, I haven't, but I also noticed being on the sidelines of a lot of football games, they always have, they're there on both sides of the field, for any type of medical need that might pop up.
They do a great job. Brandon Cordero, the Eagle left fielder, leads things off.
And this in the fans.
Yeah. Everybody ducking away at that one. Foul ball. Cordero, Nini, and Spatali. 3 up to start things here in the top of the fourth, and that's a strike. 0-2. And you look up at that scoreboard, and the Eagles may only have 2 more chances in this game because the way it stands now, Eagles will only get to the 5th inning. 0-2, Hebert. Curveballs outside. Second pitcher used tonight. Mathern
Yeah.
started. He went 2, and this is Abear's second.
Seth, we're kind of at a point right here where everybody just wants to get this game over with. Nobody get hurt. Nobody use any more pitchers. And let's just get it over with. Nice
High hopper
job.
to third.
Wow.
Tell you what, he really went up the ladder to get it.
Yeah, he did everything he could do.
And it stayed up just long enough for Cordero to beat it out. So that's an infield single
Yeah, that's a hit.
for Cordero, who legged it out. That was a nice play. All he could do over there by Trosclair. He had to kind of wait when he went up high to get it on a bouncing ball. But Cordero on first. Here's Nini. Flew out to right first time up.
We've seen some pretty good defensive plays out here.
That fastball
especially
tails inside.
From the line side of
Yes.
the field. And the third baseman's had several good plays. He backhanded a ball earlier and threw a guy out and almost made that play. That's a tough play. He had to wait for the ball to come down. Didn't have a lot of choice. This could be 2.
Ball hit the short. He gets to the second. And second baseman had trouble getting out of his glove.
Yeah.
Nini will beat that out, but it'll be a fielder's choice. And, even if you can't get the 2, you want to make sure you get that 1. And then
Right.
go 6-4 to retire Cordero. And goes Nicholas Spatali to DH. He had a base hit to right field his first time up. Outside, ball 1. 1 out, 1 on for the Eagles in the 4th. Got to at least put together 6 runs somewhere in the next 2 innings and hold them to none to even extend the game to the 6th. The ball hit down the line third. That's a base hit. That's in the left field. Nini with the play right in front of him will have to stop at second, but Spatali with 2 hits.
Yeah, it sure is. That's his second.
So
One
Eagles-
of the game, 2 for 2.
Eagles have something going here, first and second. And the Eagles now have got 5 hits in the game. Here's Wiggins. He struck out his first time up. Hebert takes a look at second. Their ball's high, and I think they were on a different page. The catcher thought that was a fastball.
Yeah, he was expecting fastball, and that thing had a big break way outside.
Sometimes what happens when you get that runner at second, you use a few signals, and you don't know which one's the indicator and which one's the signal, then
Right.
you get on the wrong page. So Richard quickly ran out there and got it straight. Now everybody back in. 1-0 to count on Wiggins. That ball hit him.
He hit him.
Wiggins stood there and took it too. Wiggins a linebacker. He ain't moving, I can promise you.
Yeah.
So he's hit by the pitch, and now we got the bases loaded. And like you said, if you're the Eagles, you just want something positive start to happen.
Yeah.
And
Just
maybe
get
get,
on
a
the
little
board,
momentum for
yeah.
that second game.
Yeah, just a little something, Just play baseball. Don't worry about the scoreboard right now. Just play baseball. Try to get some runs in, like you would in a 1-0 ball game.
Here's Tomplay. Swing and a miss. As a player and as a coach, my theory was always this. If you had to play in this kind of situation, you go get a couple runs here and you say, look, from the first inning, you take away the first inning, it's 2-2.
2-2.
And all of a sudden, you got them believing you're playing with them, even though it's 15-0. That ball hit him in the helmet.
Even though that one that's up on the board is actually an 11.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But either way,
that'll score a run.
that's the back-to-back hit by pitches, and Nini will score the first run of the game. And now 15-1, and here's top of the order, O'Con with the bases loaded. I think we'll have a visit here. But, you try to find anything positive you can find,
Right.
especially if you get to play back-to-back games. You say, okay, guys, you got beaten. Tough for, a little easier for college and professional guys to go out there and kind of get rid of that first one. These high school kids, man, they all geared up to come in the quarterfinals, and you lose that first one. But now if you end it with a good note, even if you don't go past the 5th, you go put a couple crooked numbers up there, and at least you got a little momentum.
Got a little something. So look, and like I said, you hammer on that. Yeah, the first 2 innings was bad, but after that we played ball. Kind of sets the stage for the second game tonight.
So visit to the mound, and that breaks up. And now here comes O'Con, who has singled and struck out. That was actually the third, I believe, hit batsman. Yes, third hits batsman. Burgess got hit back in the second.
Well,
And now
two
Wiggins and
back-to-back,
Tomplay, yeah. That's outside, ball one, and I wouldn't be surprised to see O'Con maybe take until you get a strike in this situation.
Yeah, well, you kind of almost have to, you know.
2-0.
Especially when the pitcher has hit the previous two batters and
Maybe
gave up a single to the one before that.
If you coach Two-Tone, you're saying, come on. 16 or 15 to 1. I don't want to have to go to my pen either.
No, you want a guy just throw strikes. Let your defense work. You got a solid defense behind you. Throw strikes.
That's 3-0 down low.
3-0 count with the bases loaded.
I don't believe you can see him swing here.
No.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball's in there for a strike. O'Con knew it, but taken.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, that was a take sign all the way.
Here, you're looking for a one pitch in one spot. If you don't get it, you lay off of it and get the next one. That's outside. That's ball 4. So there he goes, pushed across 2 here. Still one out with the bases loaded. Now Coach Two-Tone will come out, and I believe he's
going to have to change him now.
Don't want this thing to get any worse. And I think he's thinking the same thing. I don't want to give these guys any kind of motion here.
You got your foot on their throat. Don't let up. Huh? His second trip in the same inning. He'll have to change him.
And
is that 14
number
coming
14,
out?
14, who you?
Let's see if I can dig it out without the wind blowing it away.
It's going to be 14.
Evan Duplantis.
Evan Duplantis will be the new pitcher. Lefty. And he goes in for Hebert. Here's the thing. I mean, you take Hebert out, he's 3 for 3. So.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I hadn't seen him come back out to duck. Well, let's see. Is that a change out there in left field? Yes.
Yeah, I see one of the outfielders.
Well, I see one moving over. And you see Hebert going back out. So.
Yeah, he started the game in center field.
Yeah, he'll go back to center field.
Go back to center field.
They'll take someone else out. We'll see who that is when Duplantis comes up to bat. But they'll leave Hebert like 3 for 3, starting center fielder. They'd leave him in. That'd be Gregory Hamer. This guy looks like he's young as well, Aaron. I would say he's probably a freshman or a sophomore.
And we had Braden Fitch, who was DH for. Was playing left field.
Not overpowering pitcher. You got a curve ball from the left side.
Well, what you want right now?
You just want those strikes. Let him hit it.
Throw it over the plate. And let your defense. This defense has proven itself. I mean, I only watched them a little bit here. This is the first time I've seen them play this year. But I've been impressed with the defense, not just with the plays that they've made, but everybody's in the right spot at the right time.
Right, exactly right.
You know, and no mental mistakes made out there, and they play good defense. So throw strikes. Let your defense work behind you. You have a big lead.
That pitch is high, 2-0. Well, I tell you what, he don't really throw hard.
Nope.
But again, if you Hamer, 2-0, bases low, you got to take.
Yep.
That pitch is a strike. So Hamer back in. Here's a pitch from Duplantis. That ball hit out to center field.
That's going to get in.
Center fielder dives and makes the catch.
No.
Burgess is off the base.
And he got it.
And the runner at second is off the base.
Yeah, I mean, runner at second thought just like me, that ball was going to drop. I thought certainly that ball was going to drop in, but that center fielder, Carson Hebert, who just got back out there, made an outstanding play. We're just talking about how good their defense is and how heads up they are all the time. And here we come with a perfect example of it.
Well, how about Hebert comes off the mound after hitting a couple batters, walking, and they gave up the first 2 runs. He goes out to center field. Instead of sulking out there, he makes a great diving catch, gets up, doubles the run off a second. I was watching Wiggins, who was halfway down the line. And, with one out, he really should be on the base because you'd have probably scored no matter he was on the ground.
Right.
But
because he dove for that ball, got back up, and got the ball to second base before the runner could get back.
So for the Eagles in the fourth, they do pick up 2 runs. There was 2 hits, no errors, and they left 2. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Covenant Christian on top, 15-2.
Okay, high school baseball on KWBJ Live is presented by these fine sponsors at Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late, delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options from our curb to yours. G&J Curbside. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service.
New car lots are still empty. Don't settle for the wrong vehicle at the wrong price. Let us build your exact vehicle with the name on the window sticker at A.J. Dobin Dealerships at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. And State Senator Brett Allen, St. Mary Parish President David Hannagriff, and St. Mary Parish Assessor Jared Longman want to send a big shout out to the Central Catholic Eagles for staying the course. You guys have tremendous character and heart. So Topley out there, he's done a pretty good job from coming in. He's in his third inning of work. And he faces leadoff man Trosclair. That's a strike. Since Topley came in, he gave up 1 run in each inning he was responsible for. Here's the 0-1. That ball hit in the air to right field. Right fielder coming over, and that's going to drop. Wiggins takes a bad angle, cuts it off, fires it in the second, and Trosclair gets in there with a double. So he is 3 for 4. And here comes Mathern. He's been hit by a pitch, has a home run and a double.
Trosclair's 3 for 4, and it took an outstanding defensive play to get him out in that one time that he didn't get on base. There's a ground ball hit to third that had to be backhanded at third base by Nene and had to make a strong throw to first to get him. So he's had a good day at the plate, and this batter is hit by a pitch.
Second time today, and Mathern's been hit by the pitch.
JT Two-Tone.
And here comes Two-Tone.
Mathern having another good day at the plate, not only on the mound, but he's 2 for 2, got hit by pitch twice, has a home run and a double.
The thing about Mathern is you can't put it over the plate. You got to keep it inside so you can't extend them arms, and sometimes you get a little too close. So now we got runners at first and second, no outs. Two-Tone hits it in the air. Hamer called for an infield fly rule is in effect, but Hamer puts it away. So Two-Tone retired. That's 1 away. And here comes Hayden Scott. Scott, one of the few guys without a hit. Let's see. Matter of fact, only he and Tristan Rogers, the 9-0 hitter, don't have a hit for the Lions. Most of them multiple hits. Topley will work out of the stretch. First pitch is down low, ball 1. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 15-2. From the stretch, that pitch is down low. Ball blocked, runner going down to third to throw.
Got him.
To Nene, and they got him. Fontenot kept it in front. The runner thought it was going to get far out of the way, and he's gunned down on a nice play by Fontenot. And that'll be 2 away. Mathern does go down to second. So 2-0 on Scott. replay takes a look. As the ball hitting the air down the third base line, Cordero chasing it toward the fence. Got some room, and he makes the catch. Cordero battled the fence down in left field, and he puts it away. So Covenant Christian, no runs on one hit. There was no errors, and they left one. Top of the fifth, could be the last chance for the Eagles here in game one. 15-2, Covenant Christian in the lead.
Okay, high school baseball KWBJ Live is presented by Taco Bell, Morgan City, and Bayou Vista. Open late delivery through DoorDash. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. GJ Curbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. Our curb to yours, G&J Curbside. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Everyone at Conrad Shipyards, Hallamar Shipyards, and Vita Paint say keep going, Eagles, and don't look back. Also, Morgan City Mayor Lee Dragna and Morgan City Councilman Louis Tamparella tip their hats to the Eagles. Stay focused, guys. You've got determination. Of course, Louis Tamparella, a alumnus of Central Cali High, had to get that in there. Feast on the new White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries day after day at Taco Bell. Grilled steak loaded on seasoned fries, topped with warm nacho cheese sauce, and the new White Hot Ranch. DoorDash now available. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. And the Pediatric Clinic on David Drive in Morgan City provides exceptional health care to children, along with care that fosters their health and prepares them for the future. Our services include newborn care, adolescent medicine, vision, and hearing. Call 384-2430 for an appointment today. Ty S.J. leads it off against Evan Duplantis. First pitch hits him on the elbow, and S.J. Saw a lot of hit by pitches.
I was getting ready to say, I don't ever remember a high school baseball game where so many hitters got hit by a pitch.
That's the fifth Eagle that got hit.
Yeah, and there's a few.
Mathern at least has got hit twice, and they've had a couple other ones. We may be about 9.
Yeah, we might hit double-digit hit by pitches today.
And here is Drake Burgess. First pitch, ball 1.
Want to know the count with a runner on first.
And Burgess hits it in the air to center field. That's an out. So SJ will have to return. And there's one away. And here is Brandon Cordero. Burgess flies out to center field. Cordero's got a base hit and 2 trips. There's a ball hit to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. SJ will stop at second. So Cordero now with 2 hits in the game, and with 2 on and 1 out, here is Nini.
Nini comes up. He's 0 for 2. He flied out to right, and he got on the fielder's choice in the 4th.
Out of the stretch, the Duplantis' first pitch is strike 1.
This being the 5th inning and the score 15-2, the Eagles need to put 4 runs on the board to keep this game alive. But I don't know if even the Eagles coaching staff wants to keep this game alive.
There's a foul back into the screen. I think you're right, Aaron. I think we're already kind of looking to next one. It's a little overcast right now, but click on the lights. Start new.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just, like I said, everybody probably in the ballpark just wants to get this one over with.
0-2 popped up, but I think that one catcher Richard got all the way almost to the screen, and the wind kind of blew it back and ducked away from it. Didn't know if it was hit the pole or what it was going to do.
I don't know if he lost the ball or he lost where he was out on the field.
At first, I thought it was way out, and it kind of blew back, and he got there, but.
Because that was a playable ball. I think he just lost it. Because he ducked. When the ball came down, he actually ducked. So
0-2 on Nini.
Yeah. He's a pretty good defensive ball player, and so I'm going to say he lost it in the air somewhere.
0-2. Hadn't fouled back. SJ, the runner out there at second. Meanwhile, Cordero, and as we said, let there be light, and there it is.
I swear, they usually don't turn on the lights during an inning. In fact, at one time I thought that was a rule. You had to do it in between complete innings.
Hine thought it might have been a strike, and he just stayed alive as he reached out there and just hit it foul.
Well, that's kind of your job with two strikes.
Yeah, you got to shorten. You got to shorten it. Whatever it's at, if it's around that plate.
If it's close,
you got to be swinging.
When I coached kids, youth baseball, I'd rather see you swing a ball forward and take strike three.
Absolutely.
Especially if that pitch is a fastball.
As a ball.
That's popped up high.
Popped up center fielder right there. He'll put it away, so the Eagles now down to their last out. And it'll be Spatali, who's 2 for 2.
Scored a run. Scored one of the 2 Eagle runs.
Spatali doing what a DH is supposed to do. Duplantis sets, and Spatali fouls it out of play. And you know what happens a lot of times? How many times have we seen it? You geared up for those hard throwers, and you throw a guy up there that don't throw hard, and you just can't get that time. You can't get a good swing. You pop it up, and that's what's happening.
I've seen it a million times, especially a good hitting team. And you get a guy that just throws strikes and throws it 50 miles an hour over the plate. That's the ball game.
Spatali hits it right at the left fielder, and that is going to do it. Impressive opening game victory for Covenant Christian as they win it 15-2. And the fireworks start going out in right field. Maybe that's a little. I mean, I don't know, Aaron. If I'm wearing the red jerseys over there, I'm like,
hey,
we ain't gonna see fireworks.
No.
We're gonna have the fireworks the next game. We'll leave them in there, so we'll see what happens.
Say that for when you win the whole thing. If you're to win the second one, but.
Well, we're gonna take a break here. Yeah. We're gonna step aside. I guess we probably got about 30 minutes for them to relax and get set again, and we'll be with you probably 25 minutes with the. We'll get the starting lineups. We'll get us a little something to drink, and we'll be back on this simulcast, KBZ and KWBJ. Seth Thomas and Aaron Artigo. Go get you something to eat, drink. Come on back for game 2. Eagles still alive.
Yep. A lot of baseball to go.